Hello, 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 all my beautiful, amazing, fantastic machine heads. Welcome back to episode number 6 on Alma, Missouri, the Realism Cow Empire series. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you guys doing great. Hope you guys doing awesome. And I hope you guys doing fantastic. Happy Thursday, everybody. Let's go. We are on episode 6 already. We have finished spreading manure. We finished spreading lime, and we finished spreading manure the second time. So we're going to get ready to seed. But before we do that, we have to start thinking about making some money. We have 104,000 liters of corn in our silo. And in 2 days, well, actually after today and the next day, our next cornfield will be done. So we're going to be ready. We are also switching the next field from the very first field that we were working on from corn until oats. So we're going to eventually get out of the corn business, get into the oats or sorghum business or whatever we want to do. We're going to go to cereal crops. But today, what we're going to do is we'll get our little lights on here. We're going to grab 30,000 liters of corn. We're going to take it down and sell it. And we're going to come back and start seeding. So how are you guys doing today? Like I asked, I hope you guys are doing awesome. Hope you guys are doing great for real. We're going to grab 104,125 liters. We're going to go down to the next farm over because these guys are going to purchase it for their cows. So it's going to be great. But welcome in, everybody. And I hope you guys are enjoying your Thursday. I hope your guys' week is going fast. It's almost the weekend, and we're ready to go. Once we get the weekend ready, then I will be recording again, which will be great because I generally record on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for the week, which is kind of cool. You guys decided on Alma, Missouri this week. I think next week we will either do Yukon Valley or we'll do the Northern Farms. I don't know. We haven't decided, but it seems to work out a little better when we go by the week. We go a week at a time on a series and then come back. Because when I only put out one episode, I can't really move the series at all. We can just do one episode a week, period. And that doesn't move a series at all, especially when you're playing 3-day months. It just doesn't work. So it's easier to go a week. Hope you guys understand that. Oh, man. So it's been a long day today. We finished up. We put more corn in the ground, which is pretty good. We planted about just a little under 7 acres of corn again today, which is really good. Hope all my content creating friends are doing well out there. My Big A's, my Russell Whitlocks, my MT Pockets. I haven't seen anything from MT in a while. My PA Plowboys. Hope you guys are doing all well. Van Ham Gaming. Everybody, hope you guys are doing all awesome because I am, as usual. So we're going to take this down. We're going to sell this, bring it back. We'll start planting. Well, we'll start seeding our, because there's a difference between a planter and a seeder. Planter plants sunflowers, corn, those sort of things. We're going to plant some cereal crops for a change. So it's going to be pretty cool. We're going to get some oats in the ground. We also have now officially at least 10-meter equipment on everything, with the exception of our mower. Our mower is only 8.4, but that's okay. So this local farm right here purchases pretty much all the stuff we need. They recycle it and go from there. So we're going to come right up here and back in. They're going to take our corn, and they're going to feed some of it to their cows, and then they're probably going to sell the rest or sell it off for cheaper. It's going to be cool. Our sell point should be right here where we can back our way right into there and do this the right way. It'll start getting light. As you can see, September 2nd, we're starting to, at 6 o'clock in the morning, still be dark. And we talked about that in episode 1. There we go. So we're now past that. We can shut our lights off so we can still see. We talked about that before, that there may be a couple episodes in the dark. Pretty cool. Here we go. Let's go. So we're going to sell 30,000 every single day until our crops are gone. So we made $11,000 first, and we're going to make that over the next 4 days, or 3.5 days. which will give us about $44,000 extra. When we get to $82,500, we can purchase the next level of cows in the next barn and start off that way. Because what we're going to do, like we talked about in episode 1, is when the cows have their babies, then we're going to sell them off, literally sell them, and then purchase adult ones so they can start getting milk, so on and so forth. So if we can reach $82,500, we can bring our next level of cows in for the next barn. And at that point in time, we have 100 cows, because we're not making a lot of slurry or manure right now. We're still purchasing it from the sell point. They deliver it from this farm here, from the cows, and we just purchase it at our farm. So we want to get there to where we are, or what I may do is purchase another 50 in that pen and go from there. But we'll decide that when we get there. We're still a ways off. But if we can get $11,000 a day, plus next month our silage is ready to go and our corn harvest is ready to go. So what we'll do first is we'll get more silage caught up, because it takes a full month to ferment. We'll get the next field of grass done, or we can move over and buy another small field so that we can continue to make more money from either silage sales or crop sales. The oats that we're planting are going to sell about twice as much than the corn we just sold. It sold for about $500 on hard mode, because we're running on hard mode right now. So this field's expensive. This little one right here isn't too bad. This is only like 20. Hang on a second. We'll find out how much it is. Where are we? Right here. This thing is 44,000, but there is one way up here, right here, that's 21,000 that we could purchase and turn that into grass field, because either grass or a crop field. What's that? Where's that one? Right here. That's the one we just went by, correct? So field number, yeah, we're right in front of it. This is 44,000, so we can almost buy that next month, and we would have one closer to the farm, and that gives us a chance to start creating more silage and getting ready, and we can sell the silage bales, or we just continually have food. Plus we can mow the one on our farm right here, right outside here. We mowed it once, and we got 1.5 silage bales off of it, so it's worth it to keep it going. There we go. We'll park this right back here. I had it parked inside the tree when I brought it over here, so pretty cool. All right. Get this bad boy done. And we're going to head over to our planter, which is right over our cedar, shall we say. Right over here we have the Lemkin 8-meter cedar right there, and it's painted in an unusual orange, which is kind of cool. We are doing everything on this map orange. This is our homage to Big A, because Big A's favorite color of all time is orange. There we go. It's all full of seeds. We're going to plant some oats. So let's go right around here, and like I said, this field straight ahead of grass will be ready next month. So will the corn. We'll get this mowed. We'll get this mowed first. Get our silage bales made up. Get everything done on that field, and then we can come over and finish this one. Start harvesting. As long as it's above 50 degrees, we'll be able to harvest. I think the moisture will be okay on it. So we're going to do a couple of headlands. I've already cultivated it. This has already been fertilized twice, fertilized with manure twice, and limed. And as you can see, we've got quite a bit. We can go into the precision farming. We can see the pH level is 6.75, which is perfect. Or 7, shall we say. 7 is perfectly green. And then the nitrogen is 135, which is right between the yellow and the green. But if we come down here, it is a little bit higher. See, 140. 140 is pretty good. That's a little light green, as you can see by our field. We had some oranges. I didn't have enough manure, and I was running short on money, so I turned it down a little bit. But you can see in the middle here, it's right around 160, 180 in the middle. But we'll get that up, because remember, guys and gals, that as we put more and more on it, it will get higher and higher. because with precision farming, you don't plow. So, all right, let's do us a couple 2-3 headlands. Get this bad boy down, turned on, and let's seed some oats. There we go. We're seeding oats. We have, like I said earlier, we are still doing things very realistic. So, as realistic as we can, with the exception of, we are going a little bit higher speeds than normal because these fields are pretty decent size. So that's the only reason, because normally you would seed at about 5-6 miles an hour. But it's nice. So what we'll do next month when we get ready to do that, or the next field, we will spread manure on first, then lime, then manure it again, then we'll cultivate it, because we still have to get this done and we have to roll it all within this game day. So our game month, shall we say, which is pretty cool. It's pretty cool. But yeah, been super busy as usual. Like we said, we're seeding corn, and you still have your daily chores to do. And so what are you guys' thoughts on Farm Sim 25 coming, possibly? Or Farm Sim at least 22 winding its way down. I watched a little bit of the Farm Sim show from DJ Goham and Clutch today, and it was pretty fun. The only caveat I have about the show is I'd like it a little bit more serious at times when we want to get like a lot of us, like myself, we tune in for like legitimate mods and things, and those guys tend to play around a lot, which is fine. Hey, that's great. That works for them. But for me, I just tune in to see the news and stuff about Farm Sim, because those guys, being the top of the food chain, shall we say, they're the ones that give us most of our news. All right, here we go. I'm putting 280 seeds per foot, basically, per meter squared. So it's a lot of seeds we're putting in the ground. But as you can see, once you get to precision farming, look how low the seeds go, how slow they go, shall we say. Wow, 12 minutes in already. This is a decent sized field. Like I said, it's pretty nice. So and every piece of my equipment is like super realistic, and with the exception of this paint job, of course. It is, and it's only 8 meters, and because this tractor can only take 194 horsepower worth of equipment. So I can't come out here with a 20 meter, lime spreader and things like that. It wouldn't work. And so since we're staying under 195 horsepower on this series, we have to go accordingly. So it does take a little bit longer. It took me in game day we left each other yesterday. Well, when I recorded this, wasn't yesterday. A couple of days ago when I recorded this, or the last video, shall we say, the one that dropped on Sunday. I recorded that on Friday. And it took me from about 8:30 in the morning till literally about 5:15, 5:30 at night to get everything done with this so we can get to be seeding. Oh, man. Got to get some energy. Got to get some stuff in me to get a little bit more awake. I seem like I'm a little bit out of it today, but I'm not. Still me. Still happy. Still going. So, yeah. Just been super busy. I want to lift that. I want to back it up, get on the edge of the field. Woo! Don't want to drive into that ditch. We can also mow the in-betweens here and get us a few more silage bales. So if we run out of stuff to do, we can do that. Absolutely. Keeps us a little bit busy. But I'm trying to figure out what we should do next. Should we buy more cows, or should we there we go. Let's leave that up to you guys. That'll be perfect. Instead of putting up a poll, what I'll do is I'll put up I'll let you guys know what you guys need to vote on. And the people who watch the video to that certain point, which means you'll have to watch 15 minutes into the video to be able to tell what I did. And sometimes it'll be longer. Sometimes I'll put it at the end, and it'll tell people, it'll tell me who's watching at what point and how long. So let me know in the comment section on what we should do next. Shall we, I'm going to give you guys letters to choose. Shall we, purchase, when we hit 82,000, or right now, shall we say, purchase more cows? B, purchase another piece of property and either turn it into silage or crops? Or C, let these fields ride until we have enough money to do it, to buy the stuff that we want? So A, B, or C in the comments. Make sure you guys are leaving it. I'm going to repeat it one last time. So A is if you want me to either, well, we can also take out a loan too. We can do what we need to do. There was no prerequisites on loan. So A, buy cows, buy 50 more cows so we start making more slurry and manure and milk. B, buy another field so that we can turn it into crops or silage. Or C, let it ride. Let it ride. So you guys let me know, and let me know what you guys think. A, B, or C. Put it in the comments, and it'll let me know who's made it to point A and point B in the video, which is pretty cool. Most of you guys watch 95% of it, which is absolutely epic to me. We also, for I think it's 400,000, we could buy that BGA, which is right there. And then we could make digestate, and which will give us another level of fertilizer. But on this farm, we're going to sell the slurry, and we're only going to use manure for now on this main farm. But we may change that down the line. You never know. So we're going to get probably 4 headlands done, and then we're going to turn it loose with the up-downs, which is pretty cool. There's that. Now this, the nice thing about precision, like I told you guys earlier, well, there's also that field straight ahead too. You know, I don't know how much that is. Field number 15. Well, that's 91,000. But it gives us one. I want to try to expand as we expand our farm around our farm. You know, like try to keep it close, because in real life you wouldn't buy property that's, well, I mean you could if it was cheap enough, but generally speaking, you want to buy land to expand your farm around your farm, so you're saving on fuel. You're right there anyways. You're going down the line as far as you can. But truth be known, our 80-acre meadows that we have to mow are probably about 4 miles down the street. So it's down the country as the crow flies, as they say. So it's a little bit of a drive. It's not much. With a tractor, it takes longer. With my pickup truck, I can go right along. I mean, 4 miles only takes me 10 minutes to get there, but still, with a tractor, dragging an implement, takes me about a half an hour. You know, it's not like in Farm Sim where you can just turn off the traffic. In real life, you gotta, you're moving over a lot. You're letting people drive. You're letting, we try to let cars go in front of us as much as we can. We could be jerks and just literally take up the entire road, but farmers aren't generally that way. We understand. Tractors only go so fast. I can't wait to see this video in my editing software, because I did update my editing software, and I did update the my Streamlabs to see if it make a difference. I mean, I'm usually I'm very forgetful when it comes to updating stuff like mods and things. That's why it's very hard for me to play multiplayer, because a lot of people that I play multiplayer with like to have their mods on auto update, so they update automatically. I don't like that. I don't like anything updating on my computer or anything like that automatically. I like to know what I'm updating. So that's why it's always most difficult for me to play multiplayer. I love it. Do I absolutely enjoy it? Yeah, I enjoy the interaction with people. But because I'm so busy and I'm always on a time constraint, it's rough. It's rough for me. I don't know if we need 4 headlands. This is 16 meters wide. We can come down here and start our up downs, I think. Because with this cedar, with the T-hook on the front of it, we can make pretty tight, and there's no PTO on it, so we can make pretty tight corners with it. It's pretty neat. But I probably will just do a third one. You know, just a third headland just to be sure, and then we'll come down the bottom half of the field, start and work our way towards the top because we drive through there. Yeah. In real life, driving in between these fields, you'd have a path within 2 days. But that's what you do. That's what you do. Be a nice little road between them. There we go. There, now we'll make our third headland around 21 minutes. Man, I tell you, I love the fact of doing 30, 35-minute videos because they go super fast. I mean, when I was doing hour videos, it still went fast, but it seems like you find it's hard to explain. Unless you're a content creator, it's hard to explain that I love doing the longer videos, but you do run out of stuff to talk about. You really do. But this oats will grow pretty quickly. They'll grow in 4 months, so if we do it correctly, we can work it out to where we're harvesting the grass first. We're getting that field straightened out, ready to go. I have to purchase a roller still for this field because, as you see, it will say needs rolling. And we'll get this field rolled up, which will change the color of it. And then I'll need rolling for the grass field, and the reason why is because in Farm Sim, when you roll a field, it gives you a fertilized state. So that'll help us on that. That'll save us some fertilizer. So I think at the end of this, so today and September 2nd, we'll get this seeded. We'll go as far as we can today's episode. Then I'll do it off camera. And then I will get it to September 3rd. And then we'll roll. We'll roll this field on September 3rd. And then after that, we will bring back, we'll start in October. We'll mow one last time for the season. Because we want to try to simulate, in real life, we don't much past, unless the weather's crazy, we usually don't mow our meadows much past October. Have we done it before? Yes. Have we done it in November, December? Yes. But where I live, very, very, very rarely, because the ground gets frozen and the grass just kind of hibernates and kind of sits there. So we're going to do the same thing on this. So that's why it's important that we have things like stuff to sell, bales to sell, things to keep the days going, because after next month, when we get into October, once October's through, we're not going to be able to mow again. Even though the crop will be ready, we're still not going to be able to mow until March. And that's the rule I put up with. That's hence the realism. So we're going to simulate that the ground is dry. I took the rain paint out for this mod. I do have it still in for the northern farms because that's ultra realistic. And like I said, I haven't decided yet which series I want to do next week. And like I was telling Big A in his stream, it's really super cool to have 3 series to be able to pick from, that you can literally just do a series for the week and you don't get bored on a map. You're not getting burned out 20, 50, 60 episodes in and you're like, oh, I've got to do another episode on this map. It gives it still a feeling of being fresh. All right, we raise this up and then we're going to get our vehicle control add-on started here and get it correct. Let's get it straight. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make sure that this detects the width, and this should be 8 meters, and it is perfect. And then we're going to get out of here and set this up. We don't want that. we want our, you see how it's turned. We want to try to get this. Oh, it's still curved. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that field right there. Let's do that. Whoops. We'll keep it like that just because, there we go. Having problems charging my controller again, which is absolutely a pain when you're trying to record, if you know what I mean. So we got about 5 minutes left. We're going to square this up. We'll do the last remaining part of this headland, and that should be it. And then we'll be coming down here ready to go. So, this here. Get this bad boy right here set up. There we go. And then we will have this squared off and ready for the GPS, because this tractor is a little more modern, so it would have GPS on it. The ones that I'm using on Northern Farm would not have GPS on them. That's why. Plus, on that series, we're not using it. So, it's going to help us out a little bit. There we go. And then we'll have the 3 headlands, and I think that's plenty because I just turned around. I just want to be able to go a little bit wider, if you know what I mean. But I want to thank you guys personally from the bottom of my heart for those of you who watch every episode and comment on every episode. And, you know, you guys are showing me that I picked the right series. But I am absolutely, this is coming from my heart, I am absolutely going to be switching. Once we get to Fs22 and that drops, I will not be having multiple series going. I will not be having any of that stuff. We're going to pick one map and we're going to use it. So what I've decided to do, everybody, is when Fs22 first drops, I'm not going to come on it and do a base game map. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to pick a map that has, once it comes out. So until then, we're still going to stay on Fs22 to wait a little bit to see the mods dropping, but I will be getting Fs22 and maps will be coming for that. You guys know that. I'm not going to wait. I can't stay on Fs22 forever, even though I'd like to. But I want to get everybody on the same page that once we get to the next iteration of Farm Sim, I'm not going to be jumping maps. I'm going to stay on one map until I probably will do a 20-year challenge on every map, depending on what mods and things they got with their in the game mod hub, if you know what I mean. And I'm going to try to work as much as I can with realistic stuff and do it realistic speeds. There will be a complete overhaul in how we play our game. We're going to still continue as we started in Fs22. We're going to continue on with the realistic, but in Fs25 we're going to go ultra realistic on every gameplay. So for those of you who want to see that, it'll be exciting. For those of you who do not want to see that, I'm sorry, but that's the way we're going to have the channel. I hope that you guys stick around and still continue to watch what we need to watch, and keep growing as a family. But you guys know that's why I don't call any of my subscribers. I call you guys family members, because honestly, you know more about me than I do about you, which is pretty cool. As a content creator, I tend to air most of my stuff out online, which everybody then can understand and do that stuff. But that's what we're going to go for. That's the goal. So as we finish up, we've got about a minute left. We'll go this pass here, this up, down, and we'll say our goodbyes. But just keep in mind that's going to happen. So once it happens, there is no going back. That once we make that decision, we're generally going to play on a certain style of map. We're generally going to play on a certain way. If they still have the seasons mod and they bring that back, we're going to play nothing but 28-day months and go from there. So it's going to be ultra realistic, guys, and gals. And on that note, please, please, please look out for yourselves, look out for each other, and most importantly, look out for each other's families. Be sure to like and subscribe and share. Hit the little notification ding bell so you get notified when Fury drops a video. Be sure to enjoy the night, the day, the weekend, whenever you are watching this. And remember, I love, love, love you all. And I will catch you all right back here on Sunday, but with a different series. It'll either be Yukon Valley for the next week, or it'll be the Northern Farms. Whichever one I pick, we'll do that for the next week. And then after that, we'll do the last remaining series for that week. And then all of the series will be pretty much episodes 6 or 7, and we'll be all evened up by then. And it'll be pretty cool. As you can see, we are a little bit over on nitrogen up here. You only have to go 100 nitrogen on this. This section is only 80. So we have to start turning down our manure when we spread it to a lower amount, because we only need, like right here's the only section we need 120, but over here we only need like 80. See, so if we went 100 across the board, we would be a little over, but up there, up at the end of that field, we need 135 or 140. So if we lowered the nitrogen down just a little bit and went a simple, you know, like even if we went 80 all the way across the board, you're going to be a little light nitrogen on areas, but you're going to still be, this section down here will be good. But as you get over here, see out 90, then it goes all the way up to 120 that we need. But like you can see that we only need, like this one will jump up to 140 all the way up this section. So I don't want to over nitrogen stuff. So if we can pick an even amount of maybe 80 to 100 and be done with it. And then, no, guys, I've gone about a minute and a half over. I just wanted to do that. We're doing well. We're doing well. We're moving along the series, and it's great. And thank you guys for watching every episode. When I see you guys again on Sunday next week, well, it'll be the next week's videos. It'll just be a couple days from now for me. But when I see you guys on Sunday, we will probably be on one of the other 2 series and go from there. I'm thinking Yukon Valley, just because it's only on, we've only had 1 episode on it. So that's what I'm thinking. And it'll get me to episode 4 by the end of the week. And then we'll come back to the Northern Farms, which that's already on episode 6 or 7 already, or 8. I can't remember. I haven't looked in a while, but that'll give us, you know, all the series I want even. And on that note, guys, I love, love, love you all, and I will catch you on Sunday. Have a great week, rest of your week and weekend. I will see you then, guys.